Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video I thought I would go over my goals for this upcoming year of 2020 in both kind of my personal life and things that I want to do for my YouTube channel. So this is my first kind of facing camera video that I filmed in a little while. My previous couple of videos have both been just my camera pointing at whatever I'm looking at, and then the ones that were published around Christmas time were actually filmed a week or so before Christmas, some of them. So it has been a little while since I've actually sat down and filmed, so I'm fully expecting to get completely tongue-tied, trip over my words, lose my voice, which seems like it's already going, and just generally have a bit of a nightmare. As I said, this video I just want to go over my goals for 2020. I have just written a list of 5 down, so I will go through each one. The first one is that I want to be more organised. This is something that I do tend to say most years, that I want to be more organised, but I think I just say it for the sake of saying it. But this year I have already made tracks in being that little bit more organised, starting with prep for my videos. I do tend to have a list on the notes page on my phone of which videos that I want to film. It is organised in that I do put the date that I intend the video to be uploaded or published, and then I put up my video idea, but I don't kind of put much else note wise. So I do want to plan my time definitely more effectively this year. So like I say, one of my first things I'm starting to do is write notes to go with my videos, so they do feel hopefully a bit more organised. A lot of the ones that I do, for example, I'm going to be filming shortly my new project plan for 2020. I already had a look at what I wanted to possibly put into the project, and then I've written it down in the list so that when it comes to actually filming the video I have it all written down. I can pull out every product that I want and hopefully won't miss anything then. I have had habits in the past where I've wanted to mention something in a video, I've either completely forgotten to mention it or I have mentioned it but I've not had the product there for reference. So I am hoping that I can finally tune things a bit better, and I'm also hoping that this organisation will sort of carry on throughout the rest of my life as well. I do have a little girl who is in school, and I was getting quite bad at kind of keeping on top of the school timetable. I was remembering when school holidays and half terms and things were, but it was the events that she had, such as she had a nativity play that she was in December, and I kept forgetting the date. I had it written down on the letter that we got sent, but then that letter kept going missing and I didn't put it into a calendar. And the thing is, for as long as I can remember, every single Christmas my mum has bought me a paper calendar, not a planner as such, but just the sort of skinny calendars, which is just there's a line for each day of the month, and she has done that as long as I can remember. I used to productively use them years ago, but for the past few years they've kind of just gone up in the kitchen and nothing's ever been written on them. And I was always using the calendar on my phone and also the reminder system on my phone. I was never using a physical kind of calendar, so she bought me one this Christmas, as she always does, and this one has now been put up pride of place by the front door, so that when we're sort of on our way out the door or even on our way in, we can look and see what's planned for the next day, or is there anything happening today that we have forgotten that we need to grab quickly before we leave. And I'm hoping that will make things a little bit better and we shouldn't forget things. The older she gets, the more kind of extracurricular, I can't say that word, I can't say that word, out of school activities she will have. I could have sworn I could say that word, extracurricular. I'm gonna give up now. Why can't I say that word? Yeah, anyway, after school activities are all on there as well, and it was actually quite nice just kind of sitting down and filling in the things that we knew, like for example her school holidays and things, and also holidays that we have planned for the years. It was nice to kind of put them in, and they're there in black and white, so when you now turn the page to the next month it's nice to see your month as a whole. So I'm going back to old school, not relying on technology, and going back to me pen and paper. So, and hopefully all those things will make 2020 a slightly more organised year than previous ones have been. Number 2 is that I want to make more time for me, and in that I mean I think I've finally come to the realisation that whilst having a YouTube channel and everything is fun, it is also work, and I think that's what I kind of wasn't allowing myself to think. When it comes to filming my videos, I do obviously set time aside to film, edit, upload, do thumbnails, take photos and things like that. whereas previously I was classing that as my downtime. So like, say for example, one night after work I would film some videos, do some editing, etc, and then the next night I would kind of just chill, do nothing, watch a bit of YouTube, watch a bit of Netflix. I would be like, oh well, I've had 2 nights to chill, so the next night I need to get things done. Even though it is something that is technically for my enjoyment, that first night where I was doing things for YouTube, it is technically work, and that was probably why I was starting to burn myself out, and I was feeling like I didn't have time to just basically veg out and think of nothing. I had completely underestimated when starting my channel how much hard work it is, because you've obviously got the actual filming of the video, you've got all the research that goes into it, you've got pulling all your items together that you want to talk about, and it's obviously the editing, the creating of the thumbnail and the upload process itself, and then the likes of sort of sharing it on Instagram once I've uploaded it. It is a lot of work, and that's what I think I needed my little 2-week break off to realise, that even though it's work, I do enjoy doing it. Because in those 2 weeks when I wasn't uploading, I was kind of still thinking of videos that I wanted to upload, and it kind of made me feel like a little bit more productive, because I wasn't having to think about what I was doing on the current schedule. I was thinking ahead for videos. It gave me a bit of a refresh, which I think I needed. But it now means that, kind of going back to the first point of wanting to be more organised, I do need to separate my time more, and I think I also need to try and kind of film more videos in one sitting. What I was trying to do in most cases was only ever film 1 or 2 videos, so that was only 1 week's worth of videos, and because I always liked to have at least kind of 1 or 2 in the bank should anything happen, I was having to film at least once a week, if not sort of twice a week, to keep on top of myself, and that isn't always feasible with work being busy and things I've obviously got to do at home and family life and things like that. So I think going forward, and this kind of isn't overlap with the organisation, but it is also making more time for me, but I think I just definitely need to kind of film more YouTube videos in one sitting. What I normally do, kind of a behind the scenes thing, is only ever film of a nighttime once my daughter has gone to bed. So in most cases I'm kind of not filming or starting filming until at least kind of 9, half 9. By the time I've put her to bed, I've got all the stuff out I need for my videos, and then I need to apply my makeup, which doesn't take too long, but it still takes a little amount of time, and then I have to set my camera up and my light and everything like that, so it can take a bit of time before I can even sit down and start filming. And then I'm conscious that I need to obviously take my thumbnail, then film the video, and then what I was doing for basically every video was changing my top up, usually changing my hair up, and then doing something different with my makeup. And I think that was putting too much pressure on myself. I'd like to think that even though, yeah, okay, I feel like I need to wear makeup and look a bit presentable, I don't think you're going to be overly bothered if I've got the same like jumper on for 2 videos or the same eye makeup on for 2 videos. So I think my intentions are for this video, it's going to go up on Wednesday, and straight after this I'm going to film my Feel Unique pick and mix unboxing, and I'm not going to get changed. I'm just going to go straight into that video, and that little bit of time that it'll save me, the kind of 10 or 15 minutes that'll save me with getting changed and everything, should hopefully then mean I can possibly squeeze in another video before I have to think about going to bed. The night I'm filming this is a weeknight, but I also want to try and shift more to filming my videos on a weekend, so a Friday and Saturday night where I haven't got work the next day, so I do have that kind of little extra hour where I can go to bed a little bit later. So I think that's how I need to plan things, but hopefully all that'll help then if I am kind of predominantly doing my filming and possibly editing more so of a weekend. I do have my weeknights to have more downtime for myself and do other things, fingers crossed. 3, and this one should be a short explanation, is I want to read more. I did try to actively do this in 2019. I definitely did read more than I did in 2018, but it's still not quite enough. I still couldn't find myself going from book to book. I felt like I would finish a book and then I wouldn't pick up a new one for a while. I've been slowly working my way through Samantha March's back catalogue. She does have, I believe, 8 novels out at this point, and her latest series, which is the 6th series. I'm up to date with them, but I'm then going back to the beginning, and I think I'm currently on her 3rd novel. I also have a physical book because most of my books I do actually read on my Kindle or on the Kindle app on my phone, because it is harder for me to pick up a paperback. I just never ever got around to finishing it. I think I'm about halfway through that as well, so I need to finish that one. That is another goal for this year, to finish that book. And I also have a John Grisham book which I'm halfway through, but that one is on my Kindle as well. So I definitely want to finish up any half read books that I'm up to and make a good start on being better at reading books this year. My 4th goal is I want to be more active. Again, a goal set last year, didn't really achieve. A goal that I think most people set in January. I'm not going to go so far as to join a gym, but I just want to do more kind of fitness at home. And I think this again goes back to my point of wanting more downtime, because when I do have that downtime I could do some more fitness. When I say fitness, I am thinking more along the lines of kind of yoga and following a video on YouTube and things. I do have this great app I've been using, it's just called Yoga, that I got off the Apple Store. It does have a catalogue of about 15 different yoga clip things, and each one's kind of 10 or 15 minutes long. It's like a little bite-sized yoga class kind of thing, and it shows you how to do each of the moves, and then it also counts you down, gives you rest times and things like that. And for me that's been a great tool in being a bit more active in the past few months, but I am only remembering to do that kind of once a week, if that, and I do want to do it at least 3 to 4 times a week if I can. The app is really handy in that you can set it to alert you at a certain time every night to remind you to do your yoga, but I do tend to just swipe off that notification, so I think I might need to change the time of it so that it does it at a time I'm more likely to be like, okay, I'll just do it now. Even though it's not much, 10 minutes of yoga 3 or 4 times a week is more than I have been doing, and will definitely help and go to having a better lifestyle. And then my final goal for the year is I want to plan my meals better. Bit of a random one, I know, but I wanted to do 5 and this was the only one I could kind of think of. Me and my husband, neither of us like cooking really. It is just a necessity rather than an enjoyment thing. We have recently in the past few months been subscribed to HelloFresh, which we have been really enjoying, but my husband is a little bit of a fussy eater, so we are quite restricted in the dishes from them we can get. I need to just go back through all the menu cards I've received from them in the past few months and just make my own meals rather than ordering the food from them as well, even though it's less waste when you order from them and it isn't that expensive. I think I actually do have a referral link in the description box for HelloFresh from when I first signed up, if anyone is interested in it. I think I just do need to invest in a really good cookbook. I think Jamie Oliver possibly has like a 15-minute meals one, which would be really good, because we do usually have not much time from when we get home from work to when we have to put our daughter to bed to kind of cook dinner and eat. So I think I might have a look into investing in a new cookbook and see if that gives me any inspiration to get in the kitchen. So that's it for my 5 goals for 2020. This has been a very rambly video, but like I said at the beginning, I haven't filmed for a good few weeks. I am just getting back into things. I'm going to edit it down as best I can so it's not too long of a video, hopefully. But that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.